What up, yo? It's been like 10 plus days. I'm here. I have some fun things I want to do on the Subaru. Sort of some updates, because obviously I do take care of a lot of maintenance and mods off screen and everything. So, but some pretty exciting things. I'll go ahead and catch you guys up right now. So I did end up wrapping, I believe it was this tail light, this little circular part. I think that's reverse lights, red. Just one, because I know the Japanese wagons, I think 06, 07, they come with some red in the right tail light from factory, but obviously this isn't 06, 07. I don't know, I just thought it'd be cool. Then my buddies roasted at me for it, so I ripped it off. I threw some tint on them. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know, I might take that off too. I did end up wrapping this handle black as well. Doesn't look too bad. Still trying to figure out how I feel about it. Let's see, what else did we get taken care of? So up here, I had those elastic bumper quick releases. You got like a nib right here and a nib right here, and then that elastic band that keeps your bumper and fenders together. I took that off. I did cover up the holes in kind of a ghetto way, but it's temporary because I will be getting carbon fiber fenders here in about a week or so, or a little longer. So for the time being, I did paint some tape with my OEM paint and threw it over just to cover it up. Don't know what I'm gonna do about the bumper if the fenders aren't matching up as well, because they are the sedan style. I can just look for a sedan bumper, but for now, this was the newest thing I installed. It's the bumper quick release button. And I actually really like these. They're slick. They look a lot better and cleaner. I have the same thing going on the other side as well. Pretty simple to install as well. And they actually work pretty dang good. So today I have some ideas for this, which I'll walk you through. I picked up some of these, this pack of 3 different types of reflectors. I think I'll probably use the red or the white. And I'm gonna put some reflectors right here for like nighttime, and they'll look real sick in the light. But we'll just see how well that goes. We'll probably cut it at that diamond shape or rhombus, whatever you want to call it, and stick it right there, and we'll see how that looks. And yeah, we'll get started. I might try to reinstall my Hello horns, because I do have this bash bar, and I think Hello horns would look good with it. So this is actually gonna be really sick. The white look really clean, and it'll probably be about right there, and I'll trim it and go with that body line. I think it'll look pretty cool. Oh,
right in front of the castle.
Slacking. Sorry. I've been slacking. I've been busy though, trying to move out with my wife. So I have an excuse, but we're like a week or 2 in the future. I think I have a boost leak right now. I haven't driven the car in like 3 weeks. And I'm replacing the radiator today. So we're taking out the Mishimoto. We're gonna assess where it's cracked or whatever, pinhole in it or something. But there's just nowhere else for the coolant to be coming from than the radiator at this point, because it's leaking from the bottom front subframe, and the lower hose is completely intact. So, and I just replaced it. So we're just gonna pull that Mishimoto out. I bought this CSF replacement. And looking forward to it, because I got a lot of rotated buddies that are running OEM replacement radiators just fine. So, sweet. Let's get this one out of the box and check it out before we decide to pull this one out, because this one could be damaged. Okay, so we got the CSF out. Looks pretty solid. Looks cheap, obviously, because it was cheap. I'm not sure what these little guys are for, but it seems like they're only connected to each other. So I blew air into that one, and it only came out of there. I plugged that. I couldn't blow air into it. So there's a connector between these two, and that's all. So I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe they're drains or something. I don't know. Okay, so I believe we got the lower hose off. I believe we got most of the coolant drained out of the actual radiator. We're gonna be reusing as much of this as we can because I only have one jug with me. So now we're gonna try to pull this thing out. Okay, so we got out the Mishimoto. I've been like examining for like 15 minutes. I can't find any cracked welds or broken components or anything. I guess I can examine the lower hose some more, but I know it's fine because it's a brand new silicone hose. And we got the other one ready, just sitting in there in the garage right there. We're gonna swap the fans and this hard coolant pipe on top of it, and then throw it in the car, get some fluid in it, and then we'll burp it. So we got the fan swapped over. I'm gonna swap over that hard coolant pipe that goes along this top, I believe. I think it goes in these. I'll swap that over after it's in the car. I might need to go to Subaru and get a new one though, because that pipe's been broken for a few years on my car, but I somehow fixed it. But we'll see. If now that it's out, I might have the opportunity to go replace it. So, but fans are on. Looking hella basic with the plastic radiator. So I don't know if I included it in the last clips, but I did make a little air box for heat soak in the summer. It's a questionable little job. I don't know. Did it all myself with just some sheet metal, and I guess it's temporary. I'll probably end up getting the Cobb one to go around the Cobb intake. So the new radiator's installed. I went and picked up a new hard pipe for up top right here. The old one's right here. It was pretty destroyed and leaking. But so that's all hooked up. I'm gonna put the snorkel back on, and then we'll burp this thing. All right, so we're burping this hoe on the Killer Bee expansion tank. Now when you're burping, I believe you want to go to the highest point of the motor of the setup. So you see most people burp at the radiator, but that's because their car doesn't have an expansion tank like most of the Subaru WRXs do. And that is the highest point for the coolant on the motor. So you want to burp it from there. So we just started it. First start in about a week. AFRs are pretty solid. And everything's looking pretty good. Oil pressure is good. Oh yeah, that's what 3 weeks of condensation looks like when you hit a 6,000 RPM rev. But we're looking good. We're up to temps now. AFRs are still good. Still just waiting for it to suck in this coolant. The bottom hose is still cold. I normally go until that gets just as hot as this upper one, because this upper one's pretty hot. And I wait for these fans to come on at least twice. And then the thermostat has sucked in as much coolant as you probably need, and I don't think there's any more air in the system. But yeah, so it's a process, but should be done here in a minute. It's been like, I don't know how long, but I know my YouTube schedule is really spotty, but I've got a few things done since I last filmed the radiator install. So I'll walk you through what I got done. So first up, you can tell I'm back on my NKs, my RPF ones. They're 17, so they do look kind of small if you're used to 18s, but I dumped it pretty hard this time, pretty low. But this is just the look that I like. I'm selling my 1552, the silver wheels, hoping to get some raised wheels here soon. So these are kind of temporary, but I like them a lot on the car. I got this APR license plate backing, installed it. Goes really well with the exhaust heat shield. I paint matched this alternator cover, the silver. I ran out of paint halfway through, so you could see some black peeking through. Hit with some clear coat just to throw something else in the engine bay. I actually like it a lot. I was gonna purchase one like Perrin or something, or Beat Rush, but this is simple and it was free. So, but everything's running great since I burped it. If I could rate this radiator, no issues. No leaks on the radiator or anything like that. I think I still have a small leak somewhere back here on the block. There's some dry coolant, but that's old. But I still smell coolant as I'm driving, so I need to figure that out, but not a huge deal. I think I'm leaking oil from this this top bracket. Let's see if I can, it's right on top of the valve cover, but I've been leaking there since I've owned the car. Just never fixed it because it never leaks on the ground or anything, and it's never substantial enough to lower the content in the oil pan. But here's where we're at right now. Nothing else much. I fixed this rear wiper because before it was fixed up, and I was able to break it loose and change the orientation on it and cinch it back up, and it looks pretty good. So I have an excess amount of water spottage on this hood when it sat while I was trying to fix the radiator and figure out what the next step would be. So I need to cut it with a cutting compound probably, and then polish it. But that's not my forte, so I need to learn what to do, because I tried using some chemical guys, water spot removal, and I only used it right here, and I've done it twice, and it still looks like garbage. So either that or I need to sand it and hit it with another clear coat, which would fix the cracking right here anyway that I have in the clear coat. But yeah, I really care about this hood, so I need to shoot this mesh black too, because it's got some silver from like rock chips, but I could probably just hand paint it if I wanted to, if I'm feeling lazy. But so that's what it's been. I think I showed you guys this bumper quick release last time around. Yeah, because last time I put these little reflectors on, which I really was not liking, so I took them off. Still have that electrical tape on this one, but I will be getting a new bumper soon. I'm getting just a Duraflex one. I've heard super mixed opinions about Duraflex. I bought Duraflex fenders at one point and they sucked really bad, but I got some carbon fiber sedan fenders on the way. They're coming in November, and then the front bumper, I'm getting that Duraflex one. And I'll review it and see if any of you guys want to get it with an honest review. So, but anyway, that's just catching you up so I can at least upload this, get some content out there. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know they're just packed full of stuff and they're all over the place. So yeah, more content on the way. Just need to find the motivation. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.